You can't outwork a bad diet.
That's how you truly get to that talent, is having no doubt.
It's two types of people. Just like in anything, even in sports, it's two tiers. If you waking up being like, damn, man, I gotta go to the gym today, most likely you're not gonna be successful.
All right, we're back again. It is time to build with Devon and CJ from Falconer Fitness.
Let's get active.
So today's topic, we're gonna go more on the fitness, recovery side and overtraining. And I would definitely like to ask you, right, like, is it actually possible for somebody to overtrain?
Yes, you can overtrain. You can overtrain by not emphasizing on recovery.
Mm-hmm.
So oftentimes when people get into that overtraining area, it's just that they're not prioritizing recovery more than training. So that's when they get in trouble. It's not even any specific thing that's gonna make you overtrain. It's just if you don't recover from the workout or the exercise or the strain, which is all that is strenuous activity, then you'll be able to.
I see that, like, you work out all the time. You're always putting it on the gram, 5 to 10 posts a day. It feels like, just always showing that you're training. So with all that training that you do, there's no such thing really as overtraining, as long as there's a point where you're actually putting your body to some type of rest in a cycle.
Right. So the point of training, see, training different from working out, right? So all the time people working out all the time. But the point of training is to train to adapt, so your body could become immune to that stimulus if it's applied again.
Gotcha.
Meaning, if I've been running a mile, at first it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
But if I continue to run that mile, if I keep running the mile every day for 6 months, now my body just used to it.
Okay.
So now if I keep running that same mile, it's hard for me to be overtrained if I keep doing that because my body got used to me running the same mile. Now, if I woke up the next day and try to go run 10 miles and my body's not used to that, then I'm more prone to injury, and all that type of thing, and if I don't recover from something like that and then go try to run 10 more miles, then you're getting in the area where it's more detrimental because like you're trying to do something that your body not ready for. Because steadily, gradually increase.
Gotcha.
Because you can, so not to cut you off, but you can do like crazy bouts. Think about somebody who run a marathon or a triathlon or the Tour de France. It's like, how do they push their body through extreme? It's because they train for extended period of time to be able to do that. So now, long story short, if you're doing something that you built your body up to do, then now you're getting used to it. Oftentimes, people do something that their body not used to doing and then do it again.
I remember one time we were talking, you were saying how, like, there are people that end up injuring themselves because they try to push themselves so hard and they have that will to, like, push. However, their body just hasn't caught up to sustain that kind of pressure, so.
Facts. I was one of them people. That's how I know.
Yeah, you're a little injured. What's some things that you've learned from your injuries that you've had?
Recovery. Adaptation. Listen to the body. Mind over matter will get you in trouble. You know what I'm saying? No pain, no gain is a false conception.
Yeah, because, like, what's the difference between, like, being sore and having pain? Like, is there, like, a true difference?
It is a big difference. So if I could give you an example, all right, if you ever had a leg day where you train the legs and a couple of days later, it's like you're trying to sit down to use the bathroom and it's like hard to get up and down.
Oh yeah, I felt that.
Butt hurt, your legs
plenty of times after the DOMS.
That's soreness. That's from DOMS versus if
DOMS, what's that?
Delayed onset muscle soreness. So your muscles get sore a couple of hours after that actual training session.
Okay.
36 to 48 hours later, that's when you acquire DOMS, like 2 to 3 days later.
Word.
So if you
That makes
train
sense.
hard on Monday, then like Wednesday, Thursday, that's when you're gonna feel the DOMs.
Wow, that's so wild because like that's always happened to me. It's not even like the next day. It'll always be a little after. Like,
Nah, for sure, for sure.
okay.
That's how that works. Oh, and now pain is like if you're going to do a squat and then you like tweak your knee and now your knee hurting when you walking and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like an injury.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's pain, and you don't want pain.
No.
So you definitely want soreness because that's just byproduct of an intense workout. Pain is a byproduct of something that's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the difference.
Would you say like stretching would be good for soreness, like to, try to get away from sore? Like how could you, you know, recover from soreness, I would say?
Soreness from working out?
Yeah.
Well, it's a lot of tactics that you can use to recover faster, I guess, but time. So, like, if you're training right and you're doing the right things, sleep, nutrition,
Yeah.
and rest, like, just get a body time to adapt. That's basically how you recover, though, for sure. Like, let the body adapt from whatever it's recovering from,
Mm-hmm.
right? And all the proper variables to help it do what you wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're exercising for growth, now you gotta let that happen. Cause like if I bench press or do the legs, the reason why we have DOMs is because you like damaging the muscles, the microfiber, the muscle fibers, ripping them up. Now it need to respond and adapt. So with nutrition, protein, you know, it can recover and grow a little bit. So now it can complete the task that you're trying to put upon it. So
Oh, okay. Because I see you have like a lot of things like at the dungeon now, like for recovery.
for sure.
Yeah, you got it racked up. You got the sauna in there.
Good,
You got the infamous cold plunge.
good.
I've been in there before, and yeah,
I
and
was in the cold plunge this morning.
you also got like massage guns.
No, for sure. So these are other modalities that you can use to help with the recovery process, right? So these come after the ones I just mentioned, So before we can even mention the cold plunge and the sauna, for optimal recovery, you need sleep foundation, nutrition, right? And then stress management, right?
Mm,
And then things like this help you manage stress because you need to relax.
yeah,
Relaxing is the true recovery. Let me relax. Let me
yeah.
use things to relax. The cold plunge at the end of the day is gonna help you relax. When you get in, you're gonna breathe, you're gonna be shocked. If you do whatever you need to do, then get out. After that, you relax.
Mm-hmm.
Promoting recovery.
Definitely.
Sauna, sweating. Is a stressful environment that's sweating and doing all these good things, whatever detox, circulation, but it promotes relaxation.
No, that's good because you want to get
Facts.
those cortisol levels down. So definitely
Exactly.
hitting that sauna.
Exactly.
Listening to some smooth jazz.
Even when you get a massage and stuff like that. So it's certain different types of massage, like a sports massage, myofascial release, all those things, but you want to get the body to relax. Once the body relax and all that, stretching, you getting the body to relax. That's why you stretch. If you tight, the body ain't relaxed. The body tense.
Intense, yeah.
And there's something causing that tightness.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So we stretch and relax.
You know what's interesting? I actually learned something from this girl. She would do yoga all the time. She was very flexible. And she actually taught me how you can actually stretch farther if you just breathe in. Like every time, like when you breathe in to try to go out farther and you just keep going, you can actually continuously stretch farther and farther. Of course, over time, you're training yourself to do it. However, when you actually control your breathing through stretching, you're actually able to pull the muscles and extend them so that they can get to that relaxed state.
The breath is what's allowing it to relax, to even lengthen more,
So,
I know because I struggle. I need to relax I struggle with the stretching and shit.
Yeah, with how much you be working out, man.
But nah, it's like, even in a sense, it's like, that's why I be doing the breathing and shit now. Cause when it comes time to get into a stretch position and where it's tense at or tight, like my knee be hurting, bro. So now I'm trying to figure it out. So I'm tight in the hips. So when it comes tight to stretch the hips, I'm tight. But the intensity on the knee be so intense.
Ridiculous. Crazy.
That shit be hurting, bro. So you'll get up out of that stretch. But now the breathing and the things like that will allow you to like just breathe, allow it to like loosen up, to decrease the intensity, and now it's not so much pain. And like that breathing is key. Even, bro, cold plunge.
Yeah, that'll teach you how to breathe. That'll teach you how to breathe, man.
If you ain't breathing that cold plunge, it's a wrap.
So you trained a great amount of people, and men and women, and you've came out with great results for both. So what would you say is like, from like your perspective of training men and women, how is it different? Or is there a difference?
It's a difference. It's one mutual thing that anyone gotta have, no matter the gender, for them to succeed at the end of the day, to be honest, which is they gotta just have the will to consume the information and shit like that. So like when they come in here, like they gonna do it. Like no matter wherever they go, they gonna do it to 100%, as long as they led the proper way. But the difference between the two, honestly, is 9 times out of 10, guys are like more prideful.
Yeah,
right?
Ego.
So if you don't know how to train for that, you're not gonna succeed. Cause it's like women not coming with that. They not coming with that. They coming like, women most likely coming with I don't know nothing attitude.
Yeah.
Men coming with, or I already know. Or is the other attitude with they not gonna try something that they don't know.
Something different. Like they don't want to explore other ways.
Men gonna come and do shit they already want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if you coming to train with me and you need to lose 30 pounds, don't be coming here asking when we gonna bench press.
Bench press, yeah, exactly.
Like, bro, you can go bench press on your own. And it's specific things like that. It's like, it's a specific, and people be forgetting that sometimes. So it's like, cause like men tend to go where their strengths are. And when you go to training, most likely I'm helping you where your weakness is. So it's kind of hard to be in a weak state, a vulnerable state in the presence of somebody else. You really got to drop your pride, you feel me? And be like, damn, I don't know this, help me. Instead of, look, like, you feel me?
Yeah.
It's a difference. So like if guys come in here with that type of attitude, they'll succeed if they have the other trait also. But women, most likely, they don't come in here with that type of attitude. They come in here with like, I don't know. You feel me? Help me. Or what I need to do. Even if they think they know something they tell you, they're going to listen to you and do it.
Of course.
In that moment. You feel me? Guys, they'll start the whole session. Why we doing it like
that? Question. Just starts questioning.
Be fun, man. You feel me? But even at sometimes, even if that happened, you have to be able to explain why and then, get that information. So that's just the difference in that situation, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Gotta have that X factor, though.
Yeah, I learned that when training with you is that the best thing to do is like, let you be the leader. When you're dealing with somebody that's a trainer, they're like your coach. You don't want to question them too much. You want to make sure that you're asking that you're doing it the right form, of course, making sure like you're getting all the reps in and learning about how this is like helping you out. But you don't want to just question so much to where it's like now you're delaying, getting the results.
Facts. Even when it's like you're not doing everything you need to do outside the time that we have together, that'd be the most frustrating part. And I'm glad you used the word coach, because it's a whole other class of individuals in the training realm, which are athletes, right? There's no difference between men and women in the athlete realm.
No, we've seen that. Yeah.
They going in. They when it comes time to train, if they trying to be good, which all athletes, if they go to training, they there to try to be good. You feel me?
But that ambition is
Even in that sense, you can kind of say girls be training harder than men in like just like the will, because girls ain't really trying to live. Nah, for real, for real.
Nah, they not. Nah.
So, but outside of that class of people, bro, people don't have that instinct of let the coach lead. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like they don't have that instinct. Always like, damn, I need to follow these set of rules to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
They really don't know nothing. So they kind of in a way of doing what they always want to do.
They're
Stuck in their way.
letting ignorance guide them, you know, because ignorance is just, it's that gap between knowing and not knowing.
Bro.
So you gotta build that bridge, and that bridge, you can only build that bridge with somebody that has the knowledge. You know, and I know we were talking the other day with like your colleague Raymond, and it was interesting because he was talking about talent, how talent can blind you from actually knowing your capabilities and how far you truly can go, the limits that you can break, because there is no limits. There's people that will literally put themselves into a state of where they're like, okay, I already know what I'm doing. I have this, I know I'm this great at this sport. So because I'm so talented, and because somebody said I have talent, now I don't have to train as hard. I don't have to arrive at the right time. I don't have to keep up with my nutrition, right? And then there's even a parallel to that, to where some people get so discouraged because they don't have the talent. They feel as if they don't have the talent because other people are so great at performing at what they do. And so how do you feel about when it comes to somebody being talented? Like, is it important to have talent, or is it just, is that even a real thing? Is talent even a real thing?
In the fitness realm, what you mean by talent?
Or talent, like, is
Just talent in
just
general.
talent in general? Like when it just comes to performance?
Yeah. Do I believe that talent is a real thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Talent is a real thing. You feel me? Like, especially for performers.
You've had some talent in here.
So, what you mean by when I have some talent in here? How people perform?
Yeah.
Well, okay, I feel, yeah. So, like, the greatest talent is the execution of the plan. So, in that sense, like, bro, you gotta be definitely talented, and cause that shit's a challenge, bro. And people think what's so hard is this. Why it's a talent, and this the clip you need to look for. It's a talent because it's two types of people, right? Just like in anything, even in sports, it's two tiers. It's the superstars, and then there's just the people there. You feel me? And it's two tiers. So it's like the superstars, the people that get results and do it, because there's a lot of people doing it. Fitness, there's a lot of people like, but I ain't getting the results. It's the people that wake up and be like, I'm gonna exercise and I'm gonna eat this. I don't want to eat that. That's the talent. You know, that's the real talent. The talent is, oh, how you got them abs? Okay, I like to go to the gym and I don't like to eat cake. That's the talent.
Yeah.
It's not, oh, let me have a little piece of cake, or it's my mom's birthday, I don't eat cake. Feel me? Like, that's the talent. The talent is, at 5, I like to be at the gym.
That is a talent.
And work out.
That's a unique talent, man.
You feel me? That's the talent, bro. The talent is shit like we about to go to the club or the party and vibe, and it's like, nah, I'm trying to be rested because I want to go work out or do my thing.
I was just looking up talent real quick, like the origin.
Yeah.
And it's the sum of money, desire, or an ability. That's what a talent is. That's very interesting. A thing weighted, a balance to support. So it's just, talent is just something, it's a result. That's what it sounds like. The sum of money is a value. You're valuable.
Exactly.
You're a value that is desired And so that's why they say that these superstars and all that are like,
Value that is desire is results.
that's the result. Even what you just said earlier about the execution. It is important to highlight that, when you're talented, you have to value even yourself and not to just box yourself in, but to become greater than what you are.
Facts. And you ain't got to box yourself in. It's just whatever the talent consists of,
Yeah.
to like do whatever that is to do. Like, shit.
Mm-hmm.
If you roll at basketball, you probably playing basketball all day, going everywhere playing basketball.
Yeah.
Probably walking around with a book bag and a basketball under your arm.
Yeah.
Probably. Some headphones.
Most likely.
Most likely. Basketball. Especially at a young age, If you talented at the game, you probably playing the game. You probably know every new game.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Probably friends with the local GameStop down the street before they put all this shit on it. Like,
Yeah.
you on that. So in terms of fitness, the talent is being consistent, turning down things that are inconsistent with your goals. Quote me on that one, find that one. In fitness, the talent is turning down things that is inconsistent with your goals. That's the talent. You know what I'm saying?
And you will literally see the results.
You will see the results, bro. But even with that quote right there, it's just turning down things that are inconsistent with the results. I think that's talent for anything, right? So like fitness, a diet. And the most important thing is you can't look at it as a punishment. You gotta enjoy it and understand the reason why. If I'm lifting weights, I like lifting weights.
Mm-hmm.
The side effect is me building muscle.
Yeah.
If I like to do cardio, I like to build my endurance, and I like that feeling of breathing and just the drive.
Doing marathons.
I like that.
Yeah.
Not I'm on there trying to burn calories. You feel me? Like, or whatever it is. It's like I like stretching and holding the pose and like yoga. So yoga people gonna most likely be flexible, or gymnasts rather, versus somebody who tight as fucking like, ooh, let me go stretch. And you're just like, yo, you not gonna be like that because that's what they really like to do.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't really like to do it, if you're waking up being like, damn, man, I gotta go to the gym today, most likely you're not gonna be successful.
Nope. It's not gonna happen. You gotta be so excited, have no doubt. Like that no doubt is so important, man. I've been thinking about that when it comes to like getting anything done, because doubt is just dubious, man. It's double. Like when you think of two things, it's damn near impossible to get anything done. When you have one idea, right, and you are just continuously going with it, that means you have no doubt. When you're fulfilling that thing. And so that's how you truly get to that talent, is having no doubt. You're literally just focused on that one thing, and you know that you have to do that. You're going above your feelings, above the thinking, and you're just knowing that if you are doing that, if you are consistently going in, putting in all you can and all you have, you just get the results just from that creation, especially when you do it properly.
Facts. And even like that with the doubt. Now my job is, when I get a client, is to inform them shit like school. Why? How and why on whatever it is. I want to lose 10 pounds. Okay. This is how and why you're going to be doing this to equate to the goals you want.
Mm-hmm.
Combined with everything else, because I can only control a little fraction.
Mm-hmm.
But I can give them the information to do everything else. And now it's like, it makes a lot of times when people be frustrated is because they don't understand why.
Mm-hmm.
They like,
there's no guidelines.
there's no guideline on that shit. It's like you gotta exercise very hard, but that's not it on some weight loss shit. Like that's not how you like lose weight. Technically, that's how you lose it, but it's kind of you gotta see and line it up. 9 times 10 people that need to lose weight or have a weight problem who in that side of the line, they're there for a reason. So we got to identify the problem. Exercise is not a solution. Exercise is something that can help get to where they want to go. So it's like the problem is diet, nutrition. It's an energy thing. Too much energy going in, not enough energy coming out. Diet can help balance that.
Yeah.
But if you can't outwork a bad diet, you ever heard that?
You can't.
You can't. That shit too hard.
That's tough.
Because at the same time, you can't work off that shit like 1,000 calories, 2,000 calories. That shit take a long fucking time to build up, especially if you out of shape. It's torture.
Mhm.
So now it's like, but to eat that is easy.
It's very easy to consume.
Very easy. And on top of that, it's like the body don't use and to burn the calories what people think. It's like if I eat this and burn this, it's all type of hormones and all type of other shit that'll affect how the body will will store weight and hold on to it. But it's like you gotta teach them what energy is, food, how to use it, how to get it off you.
Mm-hmm.
Fitness is one of the tools that can help.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you don't fix that shit, you always gonna have that problem, like a weight problem, right? So it's like, people understand, it's like, it's because of the lifestyle. Especially, like, say you're an athlete and you play a sport. You're not exercising to like be lean, especially if you lean. You're not exercising to be lean.
No.
You exercise for performance.
Mm-hmm.
So, and to be better, and then you playing the sport and you exercise it because it's fun and you running up and down.
Mm-hmm.
As a result, you're using a lot of energy just because that's what you like to do.
Exactly.
Right? You probably can't even eat enough for the energy you're using.
Yeah.
So now you're kind of in a deficit, feel me? So it's hard for you to store that energy. So 9 times 10, you're not going to be overweight.
Mm-hmm.
People don't put that in their mind. If you want to lose weight, you gonna run up and down all day. Be happy about it. People crying about 30 minutes of cardio. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And then get off the cardio and go eat cookies and shit. It's like, oh.
You know, they want the sweet life. You know, that's what it is. However, it does require discipline to get the results that you require in your life.
Beam. So that's the talent.
And that's the talent.
You gotta be disciplined, bro.
I would say that definitely wraps it up for today. That was a good conversation. What we learned from this is that definitely that it doesn't matter who you are, the execution is the talent. And
big talent.
So here we go for today. That was Time to Build with Devon and CJ Falconer Fitness. Like, subscribe, and share.
Boost your recovery, baby.
Peace.